Sorry, I know I've been quiet for a moment. Give me a second here. What the fuck is up with my earbuds? There we go. Okay. So where we last left off, I meant to do some side missions, which I totally forgot to do. Oh, and last time my stream crashed on me, so hopefully it doesn't this episode, though chances are it will. And sorry, I know I'm kind of starting this a bit late. Turn that down. Right, okay, so I just talked to her. She gave me that trinket. Okay, so I still got Pharos and Vermeer. Then, well, obviously that one's kind of tied into these two. Hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, I need to do a few side missions, because there's a speech check. Let me put that away. Oh shit. There's a speech check that I think I need full Paragon on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So I need probably 2 more level ups, maybe more. I need to put some into fitness. With how aggressive I play, its immunity is very useful. Okay, what are my secondary objectives? Right, I got that one. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a task and a half. Plot items. You don't even well, I guess it's a plot item for the specific for the specific quest. Two more keepers. I just need to figure out where they are. I'll probably get them the next time I come back here. Alright. That's... yeah, okay. Exit. I also hope to find lots of credits. Because if I end the game with a rich shepherd, I get, what was it? Like 750 credits in Mass Effect 2 when I import. 750,000. I don't know if I added 1,000 at the end of that. Which is good because, well, not everything in that game is expensive. Money definitely helps. As in life. Did I already do I Remember Me? Yes, I did. Such a sad side mission. C-Sec was wards, right? Yeah. See if I can get some N7 armor. Right.
Hello, Commander.
Howdy.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Show me what you got. What was like a... Oh right, that's Spectre stuff. I'm mostly looking for armor. I wish there was a way I could sort this. That is just by level or name. Hopefully I can get Onyx soon. Or, not Onyx. Yes, Onyx, but... I think I'm a few away from being able to wear heavy armor. I'm a fool.
Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
I can't wear heavy because I am a sniper. Infiltrator, I should say. Oh. Did I also find Rex's armor? I did not know. Okay. But that's because I haven't talked to him enough to get the quest. How the hell does that give me more biotic protection than medium armor? Oh. You know, I've never really looked at the medium armor in the Legendary Edition of this game. And damn, doesn't look good. I mean, yeah, it's just armor, but... just the way it remastered, instead of being like a charcoal color.
Saren was one of the most respected Turians in the galaxy, Garrus. You gonna be okay going up against him?
Saren is either a traitor or a madman. Taking him down will restore the good name of Turians everywhere.
Just keep saying that, especially to humans. We've got a lot of angry people right now.
Got a bunch of spacists. Is that? Oh! Boom, baby! No, I just need to figure out what the last one is that I need to scan. I think I know which one it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Yo, mama's in progress.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. I don't blame you for walking out on her.
Sir, she was gonna make me look bad no matter what I said.
You're probably right. I guess it could have gone a lot worse. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
If I had enough Renegade, I could have punched her. In Mass Effect 2 and 3, I can punch her. Ah, 25. What's half of 25? Oh, so I could totally do Bring Down the Sky. Not gonna, but I totally could. Oh shit, I need to turn this down on my ear headset. I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, I advise all of you to turn down your volumes too. The mass relays in Mass Effect 1 are the loudest thing in the universe. They fixed that in 2, but in 1, it is the loudest fucking thing you could possibly hear. Earliest source of helium-3. Luna is now mined for materials used in space habitat construction. 24 major stations have been constructed at Earth's L4 and L5 Lagrange points from all lunar sources. Colony founded in 2069. Nice. Population 4.1 million. Capital Armstrong. Of course, if you have a city on the moon, you have to name it Armstrong. You gotta do it. You gotta. Screw it. Whee! Gotta get to the Debris. You know, a huge missed opportunity they had. They should have programmed it so that wherever your Mako goes and wherever you walk, you leave behind footprints. Because as we all know, the moon doesn't have an atmosphere, and no wind can blow around on it. So whatever footprints scar the sand, stay there forever. You know, as amazing as this game is, they could have put just a little bit of effort into having the Earth rotate. Or at least have the clouds move. Ah. Right. The module the Russians sent up here. Take that, Russians. Ah, okay, I gotta have my cursor over it to clear. Okay. No, shit. You know, one thing I'm glad they fixed in the Legendary Edition is whenever you would zoom in the original version of Mass Effect 1, you could still see the barrel of the cannon on the Mako. It was really freaking weird. But now when you zoom in, it's proper zoom in. I'm just crazy now. I thought I heard a noise. Which I know is impossible because, well, A, no atmosphere on the moon, and B, there's really nothing else out here. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna save, because for whatever reason, I don't know if they patched it. I don't know if they patched it, but sometimes there would be a glitch where you could push the X button, but it wouldn't do the action that it was mapped to. Like, I would push X to enter the Mako or the building, and I wouldn't enter the Mako or building. Holy shit. Ah.
Negative contacts, Commander.
I hate how eerily quiet it is.
Take cover. Contact. That's it. Bag him and tag him.
In case you're wondering why I'm shooting this pistol so slowly, it is a self-firing pistol.
Think we're good, Commander.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, that's another improvement they made. The doors stay open. In the original Mass Effect 1, the doors would close on themselves, and then if your teammates were on the other side of that door, they'd get stuck and couldn't move forward. Don't crash on me, please. That's why the game's lagging.
Perimeter clear.
There we go.
Enemy sighted.
All clear.
Ooh, I did level up. And I do apologize. If you see me walk up to a piece of cover and push the melee button, it's because I've been playing Uncharted for the last few weeks, and that's... My brain's thinking, oh, that's how I take cover in... That's how I take cover in this game. I also push circle against cover. I just gotta walk right up to it. Just gotta walk right up to...
Ready.
Okay.
Commander.
Oh shit.
Good, Commander.
Contact.
Kind of creepy that I can hear them through the wall. That was weird. My trigger stopped working for a moment there.
Think we're good, Commander.
On me.
My plan worked! A burst of white noise over all frequencies nearly deafens you. Your hard suit's heads-up display interprets it into a series of zeros and ones. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. You can see that. Fun fact, that is binary for help. Well, it's repeating help 4 times. They repeat again and again, blanketing all frequencies until the lights on the final VI cluster flicker and die. Specialization class achieved. Your specialization class will replace your base class in the talents of squad section, on the squad section screen. Talent ranks in your base class transfer over to your specialization class. Go to your squad screen to view the bonuses you gain with each rank of your specialization class. Ooh. Commando. Rely on lethal efficiency and precision strikes rather than brute force to eliminate opponents. Or operative. Masters at manipulating the environment to the maximum advantage. Reduces recharge time on all tech attacks, improves overload and sabotage. I'll be the commando. That way I can make Bennett let off some steam. And that's been, what, 45 minutes? $34 minutes, okay. I will eventually do some story missions. I just want to do some side stuff. Alright, let's RTB. Alright. Something I need to check real quick.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Normandy, this is Alliance Command. We're detecting your presence in the Attican Beta Cluster. One of our surveillance drones was gathering intel on Geth activities in the region when it was spotted and shot down. You need to go groundside and recover the drone's data module before the Geth find it.
This is the surveillance drone. But where's the data module?
Oh, this will be fun. Drop the data module.
It's a miracle the data module is still intact. Joker should be able to transmit this info to Alliance Command.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. I mean, there are reports to file on the Rachni and on Annihilus.
The paperwork will keep. Something on your mind?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
I think you'd carry a grudge over the crap you took from Vernus.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. It was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Shit, was my microphone not on? Uh-oh. Sir, it happened again. Whose side are you on? Do you?
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
I thank you for that, Kaidan. I think my mic was off for that entire mission. Oops. That's just a testament to how fucking tired I am. Should I be concerned that that's not... Should I be concerned that that is open? Miss Liara T'Soni.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Gee, I wonder what makes you think that.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact.
Did I already do this?
When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
Sounds weird. It kinda is. Is this a proposition? Sounds weird and I'm intrigued.
Sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
Unbelievable. Relax, Liara. I'm teasing you.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
Nah, I'm not gonna force her into it.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
So yeah, I think my microphone may have been off the whole time I was on the planet. If it was, damn it. If not, and I'm just imagining things, well, I guess that's just dandy.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
No doubt.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating it?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Oh, is this coming?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Cyclones. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
Goodbye.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development. But there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
So, Krogan testicles.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threatening? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
That's sick.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
But how do you do that? Because if you're growing an organ inside of someone, it's got to be attached to something, right? At least that's how it works for the liver. Oh, most everything. Most all organs, really.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Don't tell me that.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
I think I found out why my audio was acting so weird. There we go.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
Honestly?
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable him. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Patton and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
You're kind of wrong there.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. It's something of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Kind of sounds like the Unabomber. They found it very hard to find out who the guy was, but the only way they were able to figure out who it was and to get an arrest warrant for him was the guy investigating him found some similarities in the handwriting, if I remember correctly. I think I'm wrong on that. But it was some small detail that all matched up, and that was just barely enough for him to get an arrest warrant for the guy.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
And then there will be blood.
Commander?
A little desynchronization
there. Do you have
there.
a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm off duty until tomorrow. I was gonna have a small drink. Bit of a celebration. If you're interested.
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the first contact war ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
There's almost nothing in your files. Technical scores and a list of crap assignments.
There's a reason for the crap assignments. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
And?
I see. That's why you drive yourself so hard.
A Williams has to be better than the best, if only to avoid suspicion. That's what my dad told me the night before he retired. It takes a special kind of big-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quisling. Granddad deserves better than that.
I don't know anything about Quisling, but Benedict Arnold sold out our forces to the British because he was a greedy piece of shit.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
It sounds like there's nothing he could have done there. I mean, you got your troops to consider, you got the civilians to consider, and, well, if they're wiping out entire blocks just to kill one squad, it's really, that's all you can do, is just surrender and hope they treat you well.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So now you know. Gonna kick me off the ship, Skipper?
Yes, get the fuck out. Nah. I mean, honestly, that's just some bullshit. Now, had he given the Turians information after he was captured, I could totally understand that. But just being kicked out of the service just for surrendering? Because like I said, I don't know about Quisling, but Benedict Arnold, like I said, he was just a greedy piece of shit. The British paid him off pretty easily, and he's like, yeah, here's all my stuff. I surrender this to you.
You're a valuable part of my crew, Williams. If I want an opinion from the head, I go to Alenka. When I want one from the heart, I go to you.
I also play a mean game of pool. But anyway, I've got things to do before we land. I'm sure you do too.
Dismissed, Chief.
Semper Fi, Chief.
Sir.
Oh shit, do I not have armor for her? Oh, that's... Can I sort this? Junk, 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 junk. Whew, excuse me. Oh, I already have the one I want then. Not Garrus, Caden. Avenger 6. Raptor 5.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Yes, like, elaborate. Yes.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Rex, I get you're trying to be this grumpy old mercenary, but come on, I'm trying to be your friend here.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
Egad.
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What about you?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough.
What are you guys, grunts?
All to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding. At least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
What about Jared?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Faja?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
No, just asking.
I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
Really?
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Okay, I'll go looking for it.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Oh, now I hear it.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Theron's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
You've still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
So you're royalty?
So are you some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself.
Give it time.
Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
You must get all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
Keep the kids out of it, you assholes.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
What if we save the galaxy?
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
So what's the answer?
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
I should go.
See you later.
Tali, you're a member of my crew. I would gladly go to the depths of hell itself if it meant it would help you. Yeah. I'll be back. I need some water. And I'm back. Just a second. Okay. Oh. Hades Gamma. Okay. Oh, turn on volume. And the Farinata system. Ah. I mean the Antaeus system. Oh well, I still need to explore. During the initial survey of the Antaeus system, only a single flyby probe was spared for the small scorched world of Agekko. Oh, it revealed a planet unusually rich in heavier elements given its size. Agekko is a standard terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its crust is mainly composed of magnesium with deposits of cobalt and other heavy metals. Due to extremely rough, cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. Oh dear. Edmos is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane in its atmosphere. If Trebin's terraforming is successful, it is expected that a helium-3 fuel refining facility for the system will be set up here. Ploba is the second and by far the larger of Antaeus' two gas giants. Active scans by survey ships have returned tantalizing indications of massive solid structures deep within the atmosphere, too regular in pattern to be anything natural. Some believe Ploba is a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized supercomputer. Adherents to this theory have fruitlessly beamed signals toward the sunken megastructures, hoping to get the machine's attention. Others believe that ancient spacefaring race disposed of their weapons of war by dumping them into the planet. The last attempt to reach and salvage Ploba's deep anomalies went tragically wrong and ended with the crew of 12 being trapped and crushed in the gas giant's lower atmosphere. I'm gonna have to look up what the hell a Jupiter brain is and if that's even a thing. Because I don't get it. A planet-sized supercomputer, like... Sorry, hold on. Matriarch's writings recovered. You recovered a strange object orbiting Ploba. Chief Engineer Adams and Tally tried unsuccessfully to determine its origin. They did find one of Matriarch Dalinaga's writings stored within. Because what exactly does that mean? A Jupiter super brain, or Jupiter brain, whatever the hell it was called. Hunador is a moderately sized ice world with an extremely thin atmosphere composed of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is unusually smooth, suggesting widespread repaving by cryovolcanic processes, though no such activity is currently evident. Jesus Christ, negative 202 degrees Celsius? The Maul. The Maul is an enormous terrestrial world of mixed rock and ice with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of calcium with deposits of iron. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Ooh, I got the uranium fever. Tushagon. Tushagon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and nitrogen in its atmosphere. It has an unusually small number of moons for a gas giant, a mere 7. This is no doubt due to the star Farinata capturing the majority of the mass during the nebular collapse that created the system. While scanning the asteroid field, you detected a large deposit of magnesium. Talma. Talma is a small, boiling terrestrial rock world. Its thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane is being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Farinata. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tidally locked to Farinata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising near Talma with transponders turned off. One Alliance patrol attempted pursuit of one, the unidentified vessel rabbited to FTL. Its trail was lost when it obscured its light trace in the confusion of signals along the Anasi-Ishtar shipping lane. Prothean data disk recovered. Scans of Talma reveal a derelict freighter in a mid-stage of orbital decay. Your salvage team boarded the vessel and determined it had been attacked by raiders. There is little value still on board, but the team did find a Prothean data disk. MSV Ontario. I think this is the one where I'm going against Biotechs. No, not controls. Gameplay. You know what? I should handle this because... There we go.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please! I was trying to help you people!
Alright, everyone just cool your jets.
Let's not do anything we're all going to regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
You need Burns.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What, we're supposed to trust you? I'm an L2 like you. Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through. Sure, you promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
This is as much as you get.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known, the reparations will come. For whatever it's worth, I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
A 5th Fleet cruiser will be by shortly to pick you and the prisoners up.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
You know, all the times I've played, I don't think I've ever had Kaidan talk to those guys, even when I did bring him aboard. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Excuse me.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. 5th Fleet out.
Just have Medal of Honor ready and everything, and I'll be fine. Nipnu. With a rare combination of features, Nipnu is a particular interest to the scientific community. Nipnu is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. As with all the worlds of Farinata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silicates laced with iron. What's in this? Jartar. Jartar is a terrestrial world with trace amounts of krypton and xenon, trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. The surface is hot and mainly composed of unremarkable silicates. Occasional deposits of aluminum, magnesium, and other light materials can be found. Jartar is noted for the discovery of the Leviathan of Dis, the apparent corpse of a genetically engineered living starship. The Leviathan was found in the bottom of a crater by a Batarian survey team, and estimated to be nearly 1 billion years old. It disappeared after a visit to the system by a Batarian dreadnought 20 years ago. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed at all. And all the more... How the hell do you pronounce that word? Sorry, hold on here. Vociferous. All the more vociferously. Since then, the Batarians have steadfastly denied that the Leviathan existed at all, and all the more vociferously when shown recordings of the corpse made by Slayer and researchers. Nerium. Nerum is a terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of basaltic rock. Its most prominent feature is the Elos Rift Valley, a long volcanic divergence zone that stretches across half the northern hemisphere. Survey. Titanium on a nearby moon, even though I was looking at the planet, because that makes sense. Klensal. Klensal has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its first geological surveys were performed by Batarians and suggested areas of great mineral wealth. Human mining concerns spent billions of credits hustling to the distant system and sinking test bores to claim the system for humanity, but Klensal had only an average level of mineral wealth, valuable but hardly worth the rush and expense. Merida Industra, a small Mexican company hoping to strike it rich in their first extrasolar mining venture, had to file for bankruptcy protection. Ugh. Investigation revealed the Batarian crew had deliberately falsified their surveys, hoping it would encourage human rivals to invest in a costly boondoggle. While unethical, this was not technically illegal, and the Batarian government disavowed the personal actions of a few misguided patriots. The planet is still littered with abandoned mining bases, which are often used as temporary meeting places for criminals. Isn't this... I've only found one Asari, right? It's gonna be a long... Ah. So yeah, I was right. Whee! Alright, it's time for the Syndicate hideout. Minerals. Magnesium. Platinum. Damn. platinum. Hey guys. Into the mine shaft. I need to get some armor for Rex. Speaking of, do I have anything for Rex? Crime Lord defeated. Helena was right. These guys had quite the operation going on. But that was going to change. One down, just 2 more to go. Yes, I know they said 1 more, but there's 2 ways this little side quest can end. Ah, shit. There we go.
Here it comes.
Nah, shit. Oh, you know what? How do I still have nothing better than an Equalizer 6? Or Equalizer 4? There are old footprints leading away from this escape pod, but no sign of any survivors. Ah, right, I forgot the map gets stretched out, condensed when I'm in the Mako. Oh, I think this is a League of One location. Mummified Solarian. Medallion recovered. This dead traveler had a League of One medallion. Where he found it and what he was trying to do with it is unclear. Let's see, look at the map real quick. Okay, so I'll hit the debris field, and then a little more westward there is another mineral deposit. And right about there. And because A, I started this mission session a little late, and B, I've just been doing a lot of walking around in this game so far, I'll extend the stream a bit longer. Beryllium. Return to the Normandy for tea and biscuits. Let's see, just to narrow it down a bit. Wow, I'm crazy. I thought I heard a fire engine flying by. Strenus system in the Horsehead Nebula. Grimar. Grimar is an icy terrestrial with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. Its surface is mainly composed of frozen ammonia with deposits of tin and other light materials. When exposed to sunlight, Grimar's ammonia can melt, forming equatorial seas at the top of the toxic chemical. This has allowed a profusion of simple fungus and lichens to evolve in the low-energy environment. A byproduct of their metabolism causes them to glow very faintly. While the light of an individual is insignificant, large patches seem to reinforce the light of one another and are visible from space. As you can tell from here. Yeah, this kind of looks like if the International Space Station was over New York or something. Metallic asteroid. Is that why Metallica is called Metallica? Because it's short for metallic asteroid? Lithium. Ooh, I can make some batteries out of it. Then Raisha. Raisha is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with trace amounts of sodium and ammonia in its atmosphere. During the brief gold rush to Klensal, a few companies established an infrastructure of helium-3 skimming and deuterium mining on Raisha's icy moons. When Klensal proved to be less wealthy than expected, the facilities were stripped for parts and abandoned. During insignia recovered, scans of the planet Raisha revealed an old unmanned shuttle. Your salvage team found Turian goods on board, all marked with a trident colony insignia. Jimmy Sigma, Argus Row, Horsehead. Strenus. Oh. Turn it down. Turn it down for what? Yunthor. Shrouded by a thick atmosphere of complex hydrocarbons, Yunthor has never been fully mapped. The surface is hot and completely covered by a global ocean of liquid hydrocarbons. There are indications of primitive organic life developing deep within the global ocean. Scan uncovered an ancient deep space probe slowly orbiting Yunthor. Tali brought it on board, dismantled it, and found a League of One medallion hidden in its payload. Thanks to Subnautica, whenever I read something like primitive life in the ocean on a planet, I immediately think of Subnautica. Antitara. Antitara is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Hydrocarbons in the atmosphere lend it a distinct brown tint. Concentration of helium-3. Trellin. Trellin is a leafless rock with a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Its surface contains large amounts of iron and magnesium silicates. Due to heavily cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. A Solarius religious cult claims that a certain pattern of overlapping craters in the southern hemisphere resembles their goddess. Okay. Swain? Zawin? Zawin has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of cobalt with deposits of copper. Planetside conditions are hazardous with constant ice storms racking the surface. MSV Majesty. The Majesty is a Kowloon-class modular conveyor of human design. The ship is derelict, all components are exposed to space, and the fusion plant is leaking. The damage is consistent with the ship-mounted mass accelerator fire. Faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine drive, lead toward the nearby planet of Zelwyn. Before I go down there, Thessalgon. A standard hydrogen-helium gas giant, Thessalgon's atmosphere is tinted blue by trace quantities of methane. Just because I need people who are good at combat. You know, I just realized this is only going to get worse. Because in Mass Effect 3, I have to go to every star system if I want to get maximum, if I want to get the best ending possible. I have to go to every single star system, every single planet. I didn't even know that was there. To scan for the materials that I'll need for the end game. Iridium. It appears this person was trying to mark the nearby mineral deposit when he died, or was killed. Wouldn't be surprised if he was killed. Even in real life, people were willing to backstab one another during the gold rush, just because gold. There appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there are no signs of the former occupants. The camp's computer notes several locations of interest. Ah, sweet. I swear, if I get ambushed by a freaking Thresher Maw. Cobalt. Isn't Cobalt supposed to be blue, though? Please don't be a Thresher Maw. This beacon was a Geth trap. The second I saw the walls of that.
On my way.
On my way. The second I saw the walls of this little crevice, I thought I was going for a hole. Towards a hole. Anomaly identified. You have discovered the corpse of Captain Wellham of the MSV Majesty. His stiff fingers are wrapped tightly around a small data pad. Macedon and Artemis Tau. Alright. Oh god. Then I think I checked out the debris already, right? Oh shit! Shit. God, I hate those things. Oh, that's right. I don't think I read this stuff on Zawin. Zawin has a thin atmosphere. No. Yeah. Well, yeah. So I read. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Though I'm sure you already knew that. Here we are. Artemis Tau, Sparta, Macedon. Sargila. Sargila has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Comm buoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. Sargila is an extensive silicon-based oxygen breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silicon dioxide dust. The respiratory a byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. The high-speed surface winds are often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be treacherous. EVAs are discouraged. Well, I'm gonna land there anyway. Because I'm Commander fucking Shepard. Then, real quickly, just look up a map for Sajila. Supposedly there are some minerals over here. Magnesium. Now to check out the debris. And yes, I know it's called debris. I just like saying debris. Just making sure I'm not getting attacked by a Thruster Maw. shit. How the hell's my decryption skill too low? You discover evidence that the Asari leading these slavers and Asana Dantius, an important ambassador on the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Asana with this. Ooh, there's the fatigue again.
Heading out.
Thorium. Oh shit. Matriarch's writings recovered. It's not clear who lived here, but it appears to have been abandoned for some time. The container in the tent held, among other things, one of Matriarch Delynaga's writings. I think that's everything. Oh, one more mineral deposit. Then I guess I'll go get... Yeah, I'll do Dr. Saley and then Rex family armor. Herschel system and the Kepler bridge. Alright. Porolan is an enormous terrestrial planet, half the size of Earth. Despite its thick atmosphere, the weak output of the red dwarf Macedon leaves its surface biting cold. The crust is mainly composed of silica, but significant deposits of iron and other industrial metals are present. These lodes may prove rich enough to be profitably mined despite the heavy gravity. Matriarch's writings recovered. You were scanning the planet Porolan when a strange signal came from orbit. Navigator Presley determined the signal was from an ancient beacon. Your salvage team thought the beacon brought the beacon on board and found one of Matriarch Delynaga's writings in its storage compartment. Potavig. Potavig is the second of the Macedon system's giant terrestrial planets, and by far the most interesting. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia, in which a unique aquatic ammonia-based biosphere has developed. While the frozen continents are largely bereft of life, a rich bounty of complex organisms, many larger than a human, flourish in the chilly, toxic seas. While dreadfully inhospitable to humans, Potavig is suitable for colonization by the Volus. Negotiations between the Systems Alliance and the Volus patrons, the Terran hierarchy, have made good progress. Fargelus. Abundance of airborne hydrocarbons. Alright. Check one more time. Up. Titanium. Could have sworn they were mostly nickel. Tre Manre, It is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient, dark, basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Tremanle's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. That said, Tremanle's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. Altea. It's an unusually large terrestrial world with trace atmosphere, methane, and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altea once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. Ah, so I've already been here then. Gnosis. Phaistos. It's a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide xenon. Surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is of little interest on this desolate world. Yeah, I've been here too. Salamis. Geological properties of Salamis have been scanned from orbit, but little is known about it. Due to its thick carbon dioxide atmosphere and proximity to the heterogenic star Athens, the equatorial daytime temperatures have been known to turn the surface molten. The crust is composed of iron with deposits of platinum group metals. Nausicaa. Traces of sodium in the atmosphere give Nausicaa its overall dark gray color, but it's otherwise a typical hydrogen helium gas giant. An abundance of water vapor in the upper atmosphere account for its white clouds. Circe. Circe is a modestly sized hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and chlorine. This gives it a striking yellow-green tint. As the development of Proteus colony continues, Circe will likely will be developed for helium-3 mining. Like the Hanar homeworld, Proteus is more than 90% oceanic cover. Incredible heat thrown off from Athens raises global humidity to 100%, creates constant cloud cover, and powers colossal typhoons that rage across surface year-round. Hot, humid, and storm-wrecked, Proteus's rare combination of oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere and carbon-based biosphere nevertheless recommended for colonization. A pilot program is studying the possibility of colonies below the ocean surface, safe from the worst effects of the weather. Pharos. Distant Pharos has only seen a cursory examination by an unmanned probe. It has a trace atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. Its surface is mainly composed of tin with deposits of carbon. Deeper craters have been partly filled by ice, suggesting there may be a significant amount of water locked up beneath its frozen surface. A large ice-bright crater in the southern hemisphere makes the planet visible from the inner system, leading to the planet's name. Magna Colony insignia. Beta, Armstrong, Kepler Bridge. Herschel. Tungal. Tungal is a massive terrestrial world nearly twice the size of Earth with a dense atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. Its scorching hot surface is mainly composed of iron, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. It is a mineralogical treasure trove, and many corporations are lobbying for mining rights. There it is. MSV Fedele. Kowloon class modular conveyor of human design. In addition to standard cargo bay, the hull has several biological research modules attached. Private owner, Dr. R. Hart.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
Back down, Garrus.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
Think, Garrus, think.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Salarian. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
Liara, if you could do me the honors of just tossing his ass across the room.
Target eliminated. And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus. But you can control how you'll respond. In the end, that's what really matters.
Yeah. I don't think I ever met anyone like you, Commander. Well, I guess we're done here.
Saleon's medical equipment is stained with the blood of many species. Pale blue, violet, orange, and more than a few dark red. But his work has ended here. Time to head back to the Normandy. Actually, let me go talk to Garrus real quick. And then... somewhere in the Argos Row.
Looking for supplies?
Not right now, thanks.
No problem. Keep checking back.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
Think he'll get away?
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
I get the feeling this isn't a question. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him, permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape, or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the Geth? They might try to free him.
Think, Garrus, think.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I've never seen that show, so... seen the show or the comic. Invincible, so... I've just seen the meme. Come on, stay awake. Klugen. Klugen's hydrogen-helium atmosphere is given a fairly dramatic emerald tint by chlorine and ionized gases. It has nearly 100 moons. Damn, Jupiter's slacking. Mattol. Several attempts to chart Mattol have been made, but none of them have been successful. By normal standards, a small rock planet, Mattol has a dense atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and argon, with a surprising amount of water vapor. Fogs and rain are common on the barren, lifeless surface. Mattol is pleasant enough to be considered a terraforming prospect, though its low mass and the high radiation of the energetic blue star of Herschel place it fairly far down the list. Klo'baka is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a hazy hydrocarbon atmosphere. Its surface is mainly composed of chlorides with deposits of solid and liquid form hydrocarbons. Veda, Voyager, Hades, Artemis, Gemini, Argus. Varmalis has a thick atmosphere of nitrogen and helium. Its surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of alumina with deposits of borax. The planet has an extensive network of subterranean caves formed over the millennia by volcanic processes. In these relatively cool areas, some primitive life has developed.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call. The Sacred Angel medical transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Warning, level 2 heat hazard. Metgos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It is a mineralogical treasure trove, with concentrated heavy elements constantly being brought to the surface by volcanic activity. Metgos is inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Metgos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Search up the map again. Okay, so there's one right here next to the transponder signal. Thorium.
There's the wreckage. The signal must be coming from there.
Careful, Shepard. I've got a bad feeling. Yes! There's a trap!
Yeah, I'm definitely wiped of any and all energy now. do believe... yes. Turian corpse, right here. Not this thing. That was a mistake in programming. While searching the wreckage, you find a very old letter stamped with the Gothis colony insignia. Unfortunately, the text is indecipherable. Okay, so I'll get whatever the mineral is over there. I'll get Rex's armor, and then I'm gonna head back to the Citadel, turn in some of those quests, and then that'll be the end of this stream. Ah, for Pete's sake. Fine. You wanna be that way, game? I'll go this way. Just whoever had the terrain tools and made all these planets, I hope you stub your toe. I hope you lose all of your left socks. And I hope that little plate thing in the microwave, you know, the thing you put your food on so you can heat it up. I also hope that goes missing. Kind of funny when I'm streaming. When I get tired enough, I hit that stride where I just stop. I hit that length where I just stop talking and play like I would normally play. There's nothing wrong with that, but just a funny observation I noticed. Mercury. But if it's hot on this planet, shouldn't that be liquid? Canrum. Canrum is a small, rocky world with trace atmosphere, methane, and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of carbon. Karnram was the site of the warlord Shiagar's defeat by the Turian peacekeeping forces during the Krogan rebellions. While this band was not especially powerful, Shiagar was a female warlord, and one of the few remaining fertile females at that. She had, through viciousness and cunning, parlayed her unique value into a position of power. Krogan males competed for the right to join her band and lie with her. When Shiagar's death was announced, vengeful male Krogan admirers near and far swore blood oaths against the participating Turian crews. In the end, several thousand of the Turian participants were killed in open combat or through assassination. To this day, many Krogan proudly proclaim that they have the blood of Shiagar. Turian insignia recovered. Scans of the planet Canrum reveal dangerous levels of radiation coming from orbit. Chief Engineer Adams conducted further scans and discovered the remains of an ancient warhead marked with the Parthia colony insignia. Thayar. Thayar what? Thayar is a large gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its atmosphere. It also has a significant amount of water vapor in the clouds of its upper atmosphere. Thayar was struck by an asteroid at least 12 kilometers in diameter within the last 100 years. The superheating caused the impactor's atmospheric passage created... The superheating caused by the impactor's atmospheric passage created a large bank of vicious storms along the equatorial band. And those still haven't subsided? Then again, Jupiter does have that storm on it. That's been raging for millions of years. No, I need to be in Argus Row. Not the Hydra systems, it'll be Phoenix. Patashi. Patashi is a sun-blasted terrestrial world whose atmosphere was blasted away a millennia ago by the star Phoenix. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of iron with deposits of tin. Due to its relatively low density, Patashi is tidally locked to Phoenix. Seas of molten light metals cover much of the sunward side. Deposit of samarium. Silsalto. Standard hydrogen helium gas giant, it has no remarkable features. Vebinok. Vebinok is a small terrestrial world with a thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of carbonaceous material, water ice, and low-density silicates. Rare but concentrated iodes of light metals have been deposited by asteroid impacts. On the hemisphere of Vebinok is covered by a surface of deposits of oxidized copper. Approximately 270 years ago, a Turian bulk gas transport was attacked by pirates in the Phoenix system. Damaged, it made a rough landing on Vebinok. The heat of the landing melted significant quantities of the surface ice, and ruptured shipping containers spilled LOX across the surface. Before this evaporated and escaped to Vebinok's weak gravity, it reacted to cause this widespread rust. Cobalt. Tantau. Tantau is an enormous low-density terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of methane and helium. Despite being nearly 20 AU from Phoenix, the star's great heat and the insulating thickness of the atmosphere make the surface surprisingly temperate. The crust is mainly composed of sodium with silicon dioxide with deposits of various light metals. While Tantau is not habitable, its relative pleasantness of the surface conditions make it a popular location for small ships traveling through the Argos Row cluster to land for a drive discharge. And for this band of merry men, to find a friend's family armor. It's not really hidden if it's showing up on your map, huh? I just hope there's not a Fleshermon nest.
This is the place. My armor's here somewhere.
Garrus, where are you using your handgun?
This is it. I can't believe my ancestors ever wore this piece of crap, but at least I've got it back.
I'm glad we could help you get it back.
I might just be starting to like you, Shepard.
Rex touches his grandfather's armor. His expression, thoughtful perhaps? Krogan are very hard to read, especially with their wearing helmets. Then he shakes off his bemusement and grips his gun with a renewed purpose. Time to move on. Alright, back to the Citadel. No, I need to explore the rest of this planet. Then back to the Citadel. I really hope that anomaly is not a thresher nest. It's in a big, open, flat area. So I'm going to assume that it is a thresher nest. Yeah, that's gonna be a thresher. This is a thresher nest. Or not. Oh, that's because I haven't gotten to it yet. An obelisk. At least I think that's an obelisk. You found one of Matriarch Stiliniga's writings on this body. It's possible the writings came from the nearby ruins. Another mercury deposit. Just make sure to wash your hands after touching that shepherd. Yeah. Well, I guess you're in power armor, so that doesn't really...
Redeploying.
Whew. Okay, last one's there.
need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area. You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area. You need to turn back,
Yes. Thank you, Joker. Christ, I had the same energy the longer the icon of sin is on Earth, the stronger it will become. Alright, back to the Citadel. Get ready to turn down your volumes. Then, just to check real quick, I'm going to see if Rex has anything to say.
Shepard.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard?
No, I'm just asking.
I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So that's a reason?
So you're just giving up on your people?
I gave up on fighting for a lost cause. I'm not like you, Shepard. I'm no hero. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Ooh, actually now would be a good time to check through my equipment. Nope, wrong one. I'll keep the Onyx 5, thank you very much. Just because I want a level 7 sniper rifle. Raikou 6. I'm definitely going crazy. I thought I heard something flying in here. I'll give them the Solaris amp. I guess I'll give him the Tsunami 6. Katana 6. Gemini amp. Okay. And dock with the Citadel. Turn in those quests. And then that'll be the end of the stream. Phew. I'll also save really quick when I'm off the ship, just to make sure that if a crash does happen again, I don't have to walk all the way back out again.
Equalizing. Interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
Oh.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Not gonna buy anything. I just need to sell some shit. Then, just because I really don't want to walk. Presidium, Citadel Tower.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right? Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Dahlia's dead, and I know she was blackmailing you.
So the truth comes out. I hope you're not angry. Surely you can understand why I lied to you. If people found out my sister was a criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance, or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
I would have helped if you just told me the truth.
Perhaps you're right. I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
You have trust
Obviously.
issues. Thank you,
I shall
Lara.
transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
And I'll see you in the next game. Anyway, that does it for this episode of Mass Effect. I am so fucking tired, holy shit. But I feel like I made some progress. Let's see. 9, 10, 11. Wait. So, yeah, we're almost a 4-hour stream. Anyway, if you watched this while this was live, thank you. I appreciate it. If you're watching this after the fact on YouTube or on the archive here on Twitch, thanks again. I appreciate you checking out my channel and giving it a chance. And, well, just because I can't end anything originally, as always, I hope you enjoyed.